of this match. Each wrestler will be given 3 public warnings before they are disqualified and the match is over. And countouts outside of the ring according to the count of 20. In saying that, introducing first the challenger. Introducing first to my right, the challenger. He is the current holder of the IPW Heavyweight Champion. He is the last of the 300. This is Spartan! And to my left, the champion. She is the reigning, defending, and inaugural Hughes Academy Champion. Representing Auckland's North Shore, this is Frankie Quinn!
Ladies and gentlemen, what a main event for you we have. Spartan, a man who beat Dorian Weber last month to crown himself the #1 contender and earn himself this championship match. But Frankie Quinn, she has beaten everyone that has stood against her. She has beaten giants, behemoths, she has beaten high flyers, she's beaten technical masterminds, she's beaten cheaters and clean wrestlers all in her stride. Frankie Quinn has been one hell of a fighting champion. But to take you back in time, Before Frankie Quinn held the Hughes Academy Championship, Hughes Academy had 2 titles. The Hughes Academy Men's Championship, which was held by Spartan, and the Hughes Academy Women's Championship that was held by Frankie Quinn. Spartan had an extremely long road to get to the Hughes Academy Men's Championship, eventually dethroning Ruben de Jong after roadblock after roadblock after roadblock to crown himself champion, whereas Frankie Quinn held on to the Hughes Academy Women's Championship for over 4 years, beating absolutely everyone, defending that title, and even in non-title matches. She had a stranglehold on that championship. When both championships were decommissioned and the Hughes Academy Championship was brought into play, Spartan and Frankie Quinn wrestled one-on-one in order to crown themselves champion. Frankie Quinn was the winner of that match. And while Spartan has had to overcome numerous obstacles in order to get himself a championship match, get himself back in the game, get himself back into his winning ways, in the meantime, winning the IPW Heavyweight Championship, Frankie Quinn has been defending her title again and again and again. But that initial loss, when the championship was first put into play, has got to be weighing on Spartan's mind. And had to be weighing on Spartan's mind the entire time. But Frankie Quinn had her number, and look at that, straight away. Back and hold, back and forth with the holds, back and forth with almost the chain wrestling with these two. Frankie Quinn, extremely well versed facing competitors of all sizes, both men and women. The size differential between Spartan and Frankie Quinn, while in many matches a size difference between 2 competitors, will certainly have a place to play. I don't know, between Spartan and between Spartan and Frankie, I don't know if that will actually come into play here. Frankie is extremely good at beating competitors that are much bigger than she is. In fact, if anything, that's a speciality of hers. But Spartan has worked so hard to get to this championship match, and as much as right now it seems like he's just killing time and playing with the crowd and being overconfident, you have to know that Spartan knows the hard work that he has had to put in to get himself to this point. And as we said that before, it seemed like Spartan was taking Frankie Quinn lightly and taking this match lightly, playing with the crowd, but straight away utilizing that handshake to almost a test of strength there. And I tell you what, if a test of strength between Frankie Quinn and Spartan, as much as Frankie Quinn is very, very, very strong, Spartan is he's a beast. And if you've ever seen his Instagram, he's a beast in the gym as well. And Spartan, the man who has traveled around the world, going to the UK to learn wrestling, bringing some of that UK wrestling and that technical wrestling right to the forefront there, muscling Frankie Quinn down. But Frankie Quinn has incredible leg strength and incredible abdominal strength, managing to hold that back bridge and power out of Spartan's pen covers. But Frankie, again, as I said, the abdominal and the leg strength of Frankie Quinn, flipping Spartan right over her, using his momentum and a beautiful Japanese arm drag on a Spartan. Another one taking him by surprise. It looks like Spartan is stunned as we start this match. Frankie Quinn with a beautiful Hurricanrana, was whipping Spartan across the ring. Spartan is stunned and Frankie Quinn is fired up. Looks like Frankie Quinn is not going to give Spartan the breathing room to try and recover with a beautiful cannonball onto the outside of the ring, sending Spartan right into the floor. Oh, that kick to the ribs. Oof. That looked painful. I mean, a lot of it looks painful. Oh, and Frankie Quinn with that chop. And a lot of people can deliver a chop, and a very nasty chop, but Frankie Quinn's are vicious. And Frankie taking full advantage of the fact that we're at 20 counts outside of the ring. Maybe taking a couple of liberties there, getting the fans involved, but I tell you what, the fans love it. And Spartan looks like he's barely recovering. We're halfway through the count at this point. Frankie taking full advantage of this long count for Hughes Academy Championship matches. Remember, and whipping Spartan right into that turnbuckle. Spartan is down. And Frankie Quinn is feeling it. Looks like Spartan is struggling to get to his feet now. Really struggling to get himself up. And as much as Frankie there rolls in the ring to break the count, looks like she's clearly confident in this match. Signing something for a young girl in the front row, a young fan of hers. And she has many fans. Extremely popular champion is Frankie Quinn. But Spartan has barely gotten to his knees, let alone gotten to his feet at this point, after being slammed straight into that ring post. Frankie following up and rolling Spartan in the ring. I don't know. Is Spartan? After Spartan was hit into that ring post, I think I can see now why he took so long to recovering. I think he's bleeding from where his hit that ring post. And that ring post did more damage to Spartan than we thought. Yes, he's got some blood there, pooling on his forehead. Oh my God. And Spartan struggling to even sit up at this point. That shot from his head straight into that turnbuckle not only has split the skull of Spartan open, it's clearly done some cranial damage because, I was about to say Spartan's a lot slower than he normally is, but managing to counter. Oh my God! He managed to counter out of the sliced bread there that Frankie Quinn has won many, many matches with, but that tilt-a-whirl DDT, a staple of her arsenal, absolutely drilling Spartan's head right into the mat. And ladies and gentlemen, as much as Spartan, taking that shot to that ring post is going to daze Spartan, eventually that daze starts to clear, the fog starts to clear, your head starts to recover. But having your face bleeding like that, I can tell you from experience, the blood gets into your eyes, it stings, you can't see. That metallic taste, that metallic smell that you start feeling. Oh my God. The winner of the first fall goes to Spartan. I'm about to say that metallic smell, that metallic taste you feel from the bleeding in your head, it throws you off your game. It is so hard to recover from. And if you've only got one eye because you're bleeding into the other one, it makes it really hard to recover from. And it looks like Spartan is making full use of this 30-second break in between falls. As we saw there, a devastating lariat from Spartan, straight taking out Frankie Quinn for the first fall. And that had to be a desperation maneuver there from Spartan because he is struggling to recover. And we are back now with the second fall. As I said, Spartan very wisely used that time to recover, followed up with a vicious lariat. Oh my God, with that spine shattering. Oh, I was going to say spine shattering cannonball, but I tell you what, talking about spine shattering is that damn powerbomb. I thought we were about to see a new champion. Spartan drilling Frankie Quinn into the ring with that powerbomb. I'm surprised we didn't hear a crack of the ring breaking with that. That was forceful. And it looks like, as I said earlier, that the metallic taste and the metallic smell of your own blood can really throw you off your game. It can really make it hard to win matches. It makes it hard to maintain focus, but it looks like it's fired up Spartan. The taste of his own blood, that maybe the feel of his own blood trickling down his forehead is firing Spartan up. Oh, and drilling his knee and his own body weight right into Frankie Quinn's jaw. Spartan is clearly on top right as we go deep into the second fall. But it looks like Spartan, gone is the overconfidence, gone is the playing with the crowd and playing with his opponent. Spartan is clearly understanding the strength and the speed of his competitor. This is a different Frankie Quinn than he wrestled for the inaugural Hughes Academy Championship. This is a more experienced, I don't want to say desperate, but she is certainly wanting to keep hold of that championship. And I think Spartan is starting to understand that he is going to have to shift into another level and shift into another gear to shut down Frankie Quinn. And that scoop slam certainly will do something like that. That will shatter your spine and rattle your head. And those kicks to the spine of Spartan, from Spartan. Frankie Quinn has got to be feeling pain, not only in her back of her head, but all through extremities. The damage done to her spine could really, it makes your extremities tingle. And when you get slammed into the mat like that, as much as it does damage to your spine, it just rattles your brain around, it rattles your head around, and it makes it so hard to recover. When your brain is hurting and you're foggy, it makes it so hard to recover from any sort of damage. But Frankie Quinn is a fighting champion, and even if she is in agony like she clearly is right now, she will not give Spartan the satisfaction of laying down. We're still seeing Frankie Quinn fight back. Still Spartan dragging Frankie Quinn to her feet. Maybe feeling a little bit more confident now. But Frankie with a desperation DDT, driving Spartan into the ring. And Spartan managing to kick out, not a strong kick out, just rolling out of them. Rolling out of it. But Frankie Quinn is starting to fire up. She is getting herself back into this match. Clearly sensing an opportunity here where Spartan is struggling to recover from that DDT. As I said, the blow to his head, the fogginess, and the blood seems to have fired him up, but it's still going to hurt like hell when your face and your head get slammed into the mat. But Spartan, with a sit-down scoop slam almost. I thought we were about to see a new champion. I've never seen Spartan pull out that maneuver. Clearly he's been training, he's been watching tapes, he's been learning things. But you can see the strength of Spartan there, clutching Frankie Quinn from mid-air to deliver that maneuver. Frankie Quinn, I don't know if we just saw her last flurry of offense there. She is struggling to even move, let alone get to her feet. Spartan now delivering a shot right to her the shots right to Frankie's arm. I don't know if he was trying to figure out if she was still awake or not, or if that was legitimately meant to part of Spartan's strategy. But Spartan still in firm control at this point. But as much as Frankie is in danger in this match, she is one tough opponent, and clearly the disrespectful words there from Spartan, those disrespectful kicks, have just fired her up. Some vicious forearms right to the side of the jaw of Spartan, and Frankie using her size and using her speed to her. Oh! I was going to say to her advantage, but Spartan just, again, catching Frankie Quinn out of midair and delivering such a devastating scoop slam and following it up straight away with a senton. Spartan is not looking to work by the hour. Spartan is on another level. This new level of aggression that we're seeing from Spartan, clearly he understands the opportunity that he has, and an opportunity at the Hughes Academy Championship does not come often. Spartan has worked so hard to get to this point, and he is clearly not letting that hard work go to waste. Oh my God. And normally you'd see an opponent turn themselves and their back takes the impact into that corner, but Spartan whipped Frankie with such velocity and power that Frankie didn't have the opportunity to right herself and just went face first into that top turnbuckle. The top turnbuckle, interestingly, that AJ threw Graham Hughes into the match, in his post-match attack, so I don't know if that's fortuitous for this match. Oh, again, Spartan is not giving Frankie an inch to breathe at this point. Heading such a suplex. Spartan, looking at the time there, he's got 15 minutes left. We are halfway through this match. As he understands time limits, if we go for the full 30 minutes, that's a draw. And Spartan keeping an eye on how much time he's got to punish Frankie Quinn before he has to beat her. clearly Spartan understands that slamming Frankie Quinn into the mat over and over again isn't going to do the job. Maybe some submission holds or even choking Frankie Quinn out will do the business. But Frankie again fighting back against Spartan, delivering those vicious strikes. And oh my God! I thought we were going to see the wheelbarrow bulldog that Frankie Quinn is so good at delivering. But Spartan understands his opponent. He has done his homework, catching Frankie right into a beautiful German suplex. Again, Frankie Quinn kicking out. But her flurries of offense are becoming shorter and fewer between. Longer between, I should say, sorry. And Spartan throwing Frankie Quinn out of the ring. Spartan, you can't win. Well, I guess you can win. I mean, if Frankie Quinn gets counted out, that's a fall to Spartan, and he's already 1 fall up, so maybe he's feeling that he can't pin Frankie. She's going to continue to kick out. So just stop her standing up. Get counted out. At the end of the day, a win's a win. But Spartan, maybe a prouder competitor than I am, dragging Frankie Quinn to her feet. He does not want to win by count out. Looks like he wants to beat Frankie fair and square in the ring. As much as Spartan was going to deliver a shot of Frankie right into the corner of that ring, Frankie countering out of it, saw it coming, is firing up again against Spartan with those strikes. And Frankie's strikes and slaps, they hurt like hell and they will put you down. I don't know what we're looking. Oh my God! Frankie Quinn delivering a tilt-a-whirl DDT to Spartan on the outside. You know, the ring's got a little bit of spring to it. It's got a little bit of padding. But the ground is the ground. And if you go head first into a hard basketball floor, I don't know how you're not cracking your skull, let alone remaining conscious. Frankie Quinn rolling back into the ring to break the count. Remember, we've got a 20 count outside of the ring, so she's got time out here. But if Frankie Quinn's looking to break the count, clearly she's got something planned. And what a slap to the spine of Spartan there. Frankie better hurt her own hand with that one. Frankie rolling Spartan back in the ring, a little bit gingerly getting herself into the ring there. But while Spartan has delivered kicks to Frankie's spine, Frankie delivering one of her own. Right to the lower back of Spartan, with Spartan firing back with strikes. Maybe looking for another one of those power bombs. He almost beat Frankie Quinn earlier with this power bomb. Oh my God! That's Frankie countering out of it. Clearly went to the maneuver a little bit too early. Countering out of it with a beautiful hurricanrana and those knees to the abdomen, to the midsection that she is so good at delivering. And this tilt-a-whirl hurricanrana that Frankie Quinn is so good at. Frankie Quinn firing up. She is on top of this match. Spartan is dazed. This might be Frankie's best shot to get her first fall in the match. And keep reminder of that. Frankie Quinn has not gotten a fall so far in this match. Frankie has not gotten enough offense in to get a fall in this match. Beautiful wheelbarrow stunner there. Spartan is down. Maybe not in a position for Frankie to take advantage and go for a pinfall. But in a position again for these double knees that Frankie Quinn is so adept at delivering. Frankie Quinn looking for maybe looking for a suplex on the Spartan onto the bigger man. And as much as that might sound like a ridiculous proposition, a suplex is all about momentum and it's all about angles and. Well, I was going to say it was about angles and getting under your opponent enough to flip them. But strength plays a factor too, and Spartan clearly had the strength to muscle Frankie up and deliver a spear of his own. And Spartan is measuring Frankie, trying to fire himself up, maybe looking for the spear. Oh, but Frankie saw that one coming and backing off and letting Spartan run right into her knee. Oh my God! Canadian destroyer right onto Spartan. Spartan is down. The second fall goes to Frankie Quinn. We are 1 fall apiece. And what a fall that was. A desperation Canadian destroyer. Putting down Spartan, and Spartan has barely moved. I don't think he knows where he is. He looks out of it. And to be fair, if you get flipped over and dropped on your head, I can't blame you for being out of it. The damage that the top of Spartan's head must have taken being thrown into that ring post, being DDT'd on the outside of the ring, being DDT'd twice on the inside of the ring, and now that Canadian destroyer, which is just a pile driver, with that extra spin that gives it a little bit of extra mustard. I don't know if Spartan even knows where he is, let alone knows where he is in the ring. Certainly doesn't know where his opponent is. The match is back on. Frankie. Oh! I was about to say maybe Frankie was using a little bit of time for Spartan to get in position for something. Clotheslining Spartan outside of the ring. Spartan clinging onto the top rope, but no, it talked about the top of Spartan's head. Again, damaged Spartan that is taken to his head, getting DDT'd onto the corner of the ring. And while the ring post might be a little bit harder, the corner of the ring is just metal, and it's a corner. It is damn hard, and it hurts like hell when you hit it. But having your skull cracked into the corner of that ring will put you out, and Spartan has barely moved. Maybe Frankie is hoping for a count-out victory for the second fall. Or maybe she's just looking at time to recover because she's... Frankie's moving outside of the ring for herself. Spartan is needing help from the crowd to get to his feet. Spartan is looking for help from the crowd to get to his feet. I don't think he knows that Frankie Quinn is lying in wait right behind him. I thought she was going to go for a cannonball, a maneuver that she delivered earlier. But Spartan has caught Frankie Quinn. Oh my God, spine into the corner of the ring post. Frankie Quinn looks out of it. Oh, and my God. The viciousness and aggression we just saw from Spartan, driving Frankie Quinn's spine and head into the ring post, back of her head into the ring post, and swinging Frankie like a piece of sack of potatoes, a piece of raw meat, right into the chairs. We are seeing viciousness on another level from Spartan. He is clearly understanding that he's lost a fall, he's down a fall. We're at sudden death now in this match. Frankie having to get muscled into the ring by Spartan. Spartan now looking like he's getting aware of his surroundings. Oh, but Frankie's clearly aware of her surroundings, fighting back against Spartan with those vicious strikes and just a straight punch to the head. And you want to daze your opponent. A punch to the head will do it, but it looks like Spartan going back to what he has done so well in this match with another just vicious body slam. I don't know what Spartan's got planned here, or I have a suspicion. We don't see Spartan move to the... Oh! I was about to say we don't see Spartan move to the top rope very often. And he was a little apprehensive getting there, and maybe that's why oh my God. Frankie Quinn slamming Spartan down on the tree of woe, but that thud that you just heard was the back of Spartan's head slamming right against the ring post. Slamming right against the mat. And we've talked about the damage that has been done to Spartan's head so far. That is not going to be helping matters, and Frankie using a ring post as a lever, just wrenching Spartan's entire body across it, and the damage that does to the ribs, the damage it does to the spine, the damage it does to the hip is so much. And Frankie now allowing the crowd to deal shots to Spartan, and a very experienced referee Conan is letting Frankie get away with an awful lot. I mean, that was technically outside interference. That was technically outside interference, which really should have had Frankie been delivered 2 warnings at that point. But Frankie Quinn using a little bit of time to recover now with those delicious natural confectionery company lollies. Tell you what, they help me recover. They're welcome to sponsor me if they want. But Frankie Quinn trying to get her energy back, making full use of a 20 count on the outside of the ring. Spartan, though, the damage that he has been dealt from Frankie and now members of the audience, he is struggling to get to his feet. Spartan is just rolling over to his stomach. He is clearly feeling in pain at the moment, and those ribs have got to be in absolute agony after getting dragged right into the ring post. I don't know if Frankie is doing this because she needs to recover, because she's feeling in pain, or if she's just feeling confident. I mean, she needs to be careful. She could get herself counted out at this point. Frankie having words with the referee. Clearly she's got more concern for her opponent than the referee does. But I don't think... Oh my God, and this is the mistake that Frankie Quinn has just made. As much as letting yourself... Oh, and a scorpion death drop from Frankie Quinn. A little bit of a tribute to Sting, who just had his last match. And and how fortuitous would we have seen Frankie Quinn defending the title with a scorpion death drop in the same month that Sting retired. I was about to say, Frankie recovers on the outside of the ring, but the danger of allowing yourself that time to recover is your opponent recovers, and clearly Spartan was lying in wait for Frankie, but Frankie maybe understood Spartan a little bit better. She knew that he was lying in wait. Oh, and those kicks, almost a hook kick, almost hook kicks right to the chest and the arm of Spartan. And those hook kicks deal a little bit extra mustard. They got a little bit of extra momentum to them. Frankie dragging Spartan on the outside of the ring. These guys have to remember, you can't win a match on the outside of the ring. But maybe what they do understand is you can't win a match on the outside, but you can sure as hell damage your opponent. Throwing Spartan right into the ring, and Spartan clutching his ribs again, his ribs that were damaged so hard, so badly against that corner ring post. Spartan struggling to get to his feet after being driven right through those chairs. And the crowd just called it out. 1:30 left. We are very quickly running out of time. And Spartan struggling to get to his feet, but Frankie's going to go get him. She's not willing to take a count-out victory. And Spartan, again, using Frankie's recovery time to recover himself. And as I said, we have seen a new level of viciousness from Spartan, looking like he was going for that spine-shattering powerbomb. But Spartan, oh my God, with a running meteor right onto Frankie Quinn. That has got to be it, with less than a minute left in the match. Frankie, again, kicking out. Again kicking out. We've got 40 seconds left in this match. Spartan has been aggressive. Spartan has been vicious in this match. But if he wants to win this match, he has got 30 seconds to ramp that viciousness up a little bit longer. And it looks like Spartan holding Frankie into a guillotine submission hold, delivering strikes right to her back. It looks like maybe he's going for his tomorrow driver number 2. Frankie Quinn, though, going for the sliced bread. A desperation sliced bread with 10 seconds left. Spartan up. A spear! A spear to Frankie Quinn with 4 seconds left. We have to be over this match. 1, 2. With 1 fall apiece, this match goes to a time limit draw. And ringing that bell has been the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in wrestling. Spartan was seconds away from winning that match. 1 count from Conan, and we'd see a new champion. We are at a time limit draw with 1 fall apiece, so still Hughes Academy Champion, Frankie Quinn! And Spartan pleading with the referee, begging for the referee, but at the end of the day, I said the rules right at the beginning. The countdown has been on the screen the entire time. We have a very strict 30-minute timeline. Very strict 30-minute timeline for the Hughes Academy Championship matches, and Spartan is furious. And I tell you what, I can't say I blame him. If he had been 1 or 2 seconds earlier on that spear, 1 or 2 seconds earlier, 1 or 2 seconds less, gas bagging with the maybe Spartan now, the look on his face is devastation. The man is devastated, and I can't say I blame him. You've got to be losing at a time limit draw. He's got to be thinking to himself, what if I delivered a punch a little bit faster? What if I was a little bit faster in the ring? What if I took less time to recover? He could be champion right now, but Spartan, heartbroken. Probably he must be fighting back tears at this point. Still has enough left in him to give his opponent a hug and show respect to Frankie Quinn, who herself knows that she was seconds away from losing that belt. Frankie Quinn looks absolutely heartbroken, and Spartan looks heartbroken. Neither of these competitors are happy about this result. Maybe Frankie a little bit happier because she still is the Hughes Academy Champion.